I thought it was some cutting performance, especially by Dane and Droman and Gilvitas, but like to talk about the development and the toughness that these young players, young guards showed. Not winning a game in the month of February, a lot of times you pack it in, you start to feel sorry for yourself, and they grinded it out, and it was a great win, great road win.
Coach, you know, we've heard the cliche all year long, guys not being able to finish, but today they did. Talk about the process that you saw that could happen.
They executed down the stretch, which we hadn't been executing. We usually run to the ball and try to make a play ourselves. And it was the first time tonight it was 4 or 5 times they listened. They called something out, we did something in the huddle, and they actually followed through. And that's, you know, as you know, anybody who has children, for young people, sometimes they have difficulty listening. They hear, but they don't listen. So they listened tonight. They executed, and they were able to overcome some things. You know, Dane's missed layup was the most bizarre thing, but they didn't let it get down. They were all very supportive. They were talking, you know, we got to get his back. So it's, again, I hate the word process, but it is a process of kind of developing their toughness and developing a finishing kind of mentality.
Like you said yesterday during practice that you weren't going to bring up the role of spoiler with these guys. Did you bring it up before the game? Did they know about it?
No. We haven't won a game in a month. So if I got to bring up any added motivation, just didn't happen. I understand that they're fighting for an NCAA bid, you know, with an RPI 30, and I think they're going to get in. But we got to take care of our house and want to win, because that's what you do in the Big East.
Mike, could you talk about the overall play of Dane tonight?
Outstanding. And he didn't move the ball. He made such simple plays. He was the best athlete on the floor. And he should be that every single night, to be honest with you. Maybe against Syracuse or Marquette, but he has that, but when you add the relentlessness to it, factored in, he just kept things simple. He didn't move the ball. He wasn't jelly rolling it from 15 feet, you know, all the things that Dane tends to want to complicate situations. He didn't. Very strong in the high post where we needed, again, against their zone, we needed somebody to collapse the zone, and I thought he did just a tremendous job of playing at his tempo, and when it was time to be athletic and relentless, he was.
Do you look at him as a 2, 3, or swing?
Who?
Dane.
Both. Everything. 2, 3, 4, to be honest with you.
How did he 8?
That's a long way. Let's get him better. We won a game, so.
Coach, how do you explain the fact that he played like that in this game?
Say it again?
How do you explain the fact that he's amped it up in this game?
That's sometimes the frustrating part, Adam, of Dane Miller. You love that he has this ability, but maybe it's going to become consistent. And that's, again, I'm always a glass half full guy. We're going to win the next game. We're going to prepare. Dane's going to play great next game. He's going to do the same things because he's going to learn from it. He's going to become consistent. But you just never know with Dane.
Jerome's three-pointer?
Wow. Jerome's poise against one of the best point guards in the Big East. What is Jerome? 6 assists, 1 turnover. Talk about a development. Talk about a guy who, every time I said something, repeated it to the rest of his teammates. Those little plays, those small communications, he's becoming a leader. He's becoming a point guard. And good things happen when you do those things, and it's a hell of a shot.
Coach, did you have a set play for him going in that last?
No, we had a set play. They defended it great, and he just popped out and hit a 3. Basically how it always goes, doesn't it?
Mike, that's a shot that Jerome maybe wasn't willing to take at the beginning of the year.
LSU, we turned down 2 wide open shots, the same exact shot. It's called development. It's called process. I mean, again, I'm as hard on my freshmen as anybody, but they do need time to grow. They do need time to realize different situations and become comfortable with it. And he's becoming comfortable running this team.
We always know that Gil has that energy and that desire, but the past 2 weeks, Syracuse and then tonight, would you say that those are the best he's done at kind of channeling that into production?
He's been 3 consistent games. Marquette it was interesting, but Yeah, and it's not, and he told him, well, it's because I started at the 5 spot. I said, no, 50% of the game, you're at the 4. You're just playing at your own tempo, your pace. You're not getting out of control. You're not doing too much. You're just keeping everything simple. And his barometer, if he rebounds, he's successful that night. He was rebounding and very, very active.
Mike, how encouraging was it to have 4 scorers kind of going at the same time instead of 1 or 2?
Again, most nights I think are the way we defend, the way we scrap, gives ourselves a chance. But if you don't score enough points, you can't win in this league. And I don't know which media guy, but I don't think we've gotten to 70, except tonight. It's our first time. So the balance was there, and that's what we needed. Transition was there. We made simple plays in transition. We got points in the paint with Gil and Dane and Austin. We hit some perimeter. We had a great balance tonight against a good team.
Defending Theodore with Dane a lot, then Poole, you just try to put a big...
A little taller. We're switching every ball screen, but we wanted to get Dane on him because I thought it would affect him. I thought he would still go by Dane, but Dane's length and his ability to not foul and still block shots, and again, Jordan hit a ridiculous 3 on the wing, but they bothered him, and they made him work for everything.
Coach, this game went up a notch. Talk about that.
Yeah, and that's what you get when your neighborhood kind of get together with a great crowd, great energy in the building, a team fighting for, their goal in NCAA, and a team just fighting to get better and improve everything, fighting for a win. So both teams played a tremendous game, hard fought, and it just feels great to come out on top.
Well, Mike, with Dane, is that just his personality that he's not?
I'll put him on your couch, and you go at him. Because you guys keep asking me that same question, and I keep saying, you come in and you put him on your couch, all right? Because I've done everything. I've hugged him, I've yelled at him, I've motivated him, I've given him, M&Ms, I've done everything. It's the moon and stars were up for Dane, and I'm going to make it. He's going to be consistent. He's going to have that same effort against Villanova.